From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Today is Constitution Day, and there was a very, very major event in which the Prime Minister spoke, and on the occasion of Constitution Day. For the record, this is the 75th year of the Constitution, ladies and gentlemen, and it's something we should take such pride in collectively, and we should rise over all political differences, personal differences, and take pride in the fact that we have, by swearing by the Constitution, by living through the ideals of the Constitution, ensured that India's democratic process is the most credible process, the largest process, and that our democratic ideals are stronger than ever. But ladies and gentlemen, it is shocking that Akhilesh Yadav opposed the celebrations of the 75th Constitution Day. And he said that how can we celebrate the day considering the kind of work the government did which had taken lives in Sambhal. Now we all know there was violence in Sambhal. But Akhilesh Yadav, tell me, where is it written that stone throwing is an individual's right as per the Constitution? Instead of targeting the security forces, why don't you target the people who stopped the court-appointed Advocates Commission from doing its job in Sambhal? Unfortunately today, some people believe that breaking the rules, taking the law into their own hands, is a constitutional right. It is not. Rioting is not a constitutional right. Violence is not a constitutional right. Murder is not a constitutional right. Corruption is not a constitutional right. Caste politics is not a constitutional right. Ladies and gentlemen, the people who practice this kind of politics must ask themselves, how disappointed would the founding fathers of the Constitution, how disappointed would B.R. Ambedkar be with the kind of politics which these groups have completely and totally sworn by these days. The problem with Rahul Gandhi, on the other hand, is worse. He says, I don't think the Prime Minister has read the Constitution. Well, Rahul Gandhi, waving a copy of the Constitution in your hand does not mean you actually respect the Constitution. Disrespecting President Draupadi Murmu by deliberately, and the visuals are clear, deliberately not greeting her on Constitution Day, walking away, showing his back to her, appearing distracted during the national anthem, attempting to sit while the president and other leaders are still standing. Absolute arrogance, entitlement, ladies and gentlemen. Now that kind of entitlement doesn't work in India. It should not even work in Italy, Rahul Gandhi. But in India it won't. So ladies and gentlemen, I believe that some people are not understanding the spirit of the Constitution. Walking out of Parliament is not respecting the Constitution. It is not a constitutional right. Displaying an empty blank pages red Constitution is not a constitutional right. Storming the well of Parliament, throwing files on the chair is not a constitutional right. Tearing a copy of an ordinance is not a constitutional right. Overturning Supreme Court majority judgments to nurture your Muslim politics, as Rajiv Gandhi did, is not a constitutional right. Ladies and gentlemen, today we debate the Constitution. Not the ideals of the Constitution, but why some parties have become so negative when it has been proven that there are lies about any political party, the BJP changing the Constitution or overturning the Constitution have been proven to be incorrect, false, and fake. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 debates tonight. First, the Constitution debate, and why we believe here at Republic that those who are claiming to swear by the Constitution are the ones threatening the Constitution. And I'm following that up with a situation from the visuals from Pakistan, where we've seen a descent into chaos beyond what people expect. It's really crazy out there. And at 9 o'clock tonight, Hindu phobia has manifested in the violence against Hindus in Bangladesh. The Islamist army-run Yunus government is targeting Hindus and the Hindu community like never before. Hindu phobia is real. Hindu phobia is a buzzword. And that's my 9 o'clock debate. And here are the headlines. And ladies and gentlemen, Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar will be joining that. Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar will be joining me at 9 p.m. on that tonight. And here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on the debate tonight.
नेशन फर्स्ट, राष्ट्र सर्वप्रथम की यही भावना भारत के संविधान को आने वाली कई सदियों तक जीवंत बनाए रखेगी.
In a direct counter to the democracy in danger brigade's narrative, Prime Minister Narendra Modi busts Rahul Gandhi's Samvidhan khatre mein hai hoax with his clear message. The Prime Minister says the spirit of nation first will keep the Constitution of India alive. There is more and more anarchy in Pakistan as the pro-Imran Khan protests in Islamabad turn deadly. 6 people are killed. Watch how protesters cross the river, jump the barricades and spread anarchy. The internal chaos in Pakistan is leading to complete pandemonium. Very respected ISKCON priest Chinmoy Krishnadas arrested and denied bail most brutally under Yunus's Islamist regime in Bangladesh. There are protests demanding his bail, not just in Dhaka but across India too. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a global alarm for Hindus to unite against this kind of institutionalized Hindu phobia. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate 75 years of the adoption of the Indian Constitution today, the entire political landscape in New Delhi stood unfortunately divided on who has truly protected the true constitutional ethos as envisioned by the founding fathers of the Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, on one side, you have those who every day and the other day proclaim that the Constitution is under threat, while blatantly disregarding some of its foundational principles. On the other side was Prime Minister Modi, who not only recalled that for the first time in 75 years, Constitution Day was celebrated across India, including Jammu and Kashmir, but he also spoke about the nation-first spirit that shall preserve and protect our constitutional ethos. So who has upheld the constitutional soul of the nation in these 75 years? On Constitution Day, ladies and gentlemen, let's debate.
As the nation celebrated the Constitution Day, marking 75 years since its adoption, the government and the opposition were once again at loggerheads on who has truly protected the constitutional ethos of our nation.
गारंटी देकर कह रहा हूं कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने इस किताब को नहीं पढ़ा है.
इसमें सावरकर जी की आवाज है क्या? इसमें कहीं लिखा है कि हिंसा का प्रयोग करना चाहिए? इसमें कहीं लिखा है कि किसी व्यक्ति को मारना चाहिए, डराना चाहिए, काटना चाहिए? कहीं लिखा है इस किताब में? इस किताब में लिखा है कि झूठ का प्रयोग कर सरकार चलानी चाहिए. मुझे दिखा दो कहां लिखा है. तो ये सत्य और अहिंसा की किताब है.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister too did not mince his words as he recalled how our constitution survived the emergency and how it was finally implemented in Jammu and Kashmir.
बीते 75 वर्षों में देश के सामने जो भी चुनौतियां आई हैं, हमारे संविधान ने हर उस चुनौती का समाधान करने के लिए उचित मार्ग दिखाया है। इसी कालखंड में आपातकाल जैसा समय भी आया और हमारे संविधान ने लोकतंत्र के सामने आई इस चुनौती का भी सामना किया। संविधान से मिली इस शक्ति की वजह से ही आज जम्मू कश्मीर में भी बाबा साहब का संविधान पूरी तरह लागू हुआ है। आज वहां पहली बार संविधान दिवस मनाया गया है।
Even on Constitution Day, Rahul did not shy away from echoing his caste-based agenda.
जो सवाल पूछे जा रहे हैं वो बंद कमरे में 10-15 लोग नहीं चुन रहे हैं, वो लाखों लोग, उसमें दलित, आदिवासी, पिछड़े वर्ग के लोग, गरीब जनरल कास्ट के लोग, माइनॉरिटी के लोग, सब लोग हैं। और तेलंगाना की जनता ने सेंसस डिजाइन किया है और आने वाले समय में जहां भी हमारी सरकार आएगी, हम उसी प्रकार से जाति जनगणना को करेंगे।
On the other hand, Prime Minister Modi recalled the words of Dr. Rajendra Prasad while reiterating the nation-first spirit needed to keep the constitution of a country intact.
आज के ही दिन 1949 में संविधान सभा में अपने समापन भाषण में डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद जी ने कहा था, भारत को आज ईमानदार लोगों के एक समूह से ज्यादा कुछ नहीं चाहिए, जो अपने हितों से आगे देश का हित रखेंगे। नेशन फर्स्ट, राष्ट्र सर्वप्रथम की यही भावना भारत के संविधान को आने वाली कई सदियों तक जीवंत बनाए रखेगी। मैं संविधान ने मुझे जो काम दिया है, मैंने उसी मर्यादा में रहने का प्रयास किया है। मैंने कोई एंक्रोचमेंट की कोशिश नहीं की है।
With the opposition and the Prime Minister both laying down their vision for the Constitution, the big question is, who is threatening the Constitution's true spirit?
On my starting debate tonight, I would like to start Pankaj Sharma, who often takes an anti-BJP position, Americai V Narayanan backing the Congress, and Ajay Alok are on the debate. And straight away, the issue here is this, that I think the run-up to the general elections this time saw this campaign that if Narendra Modi becomes Prime Minister for the third time, then within 1 week of becoming Prime Minister, he will cancel the Constitution. There will be no Constitution, right? There will be no democracy and there will be no elections. This was the campaign, right, Pankaj? Americai, that there will be no Constitution, am I right? That there will be no Constitution, right? Second, there will be no elections and there will be no democracy. This was the campaign, right, Ajay? That we saw in the run-up to the elections, right? Okay. Now, we have a Constitution. Nobody is encroached on the Constitution. Has it been cancelled, viewers? You remember in May, Rahul Gandhi went crazy saying Constitution will be cancelled. There will be no Constitution, no elections. There have been elections. You got wiped out, unfortunately. So the first point is this, that we must never use the Constitution, Pankaj, as a political ploy to spread false information, to spread fake news, right? Americai, to try and threaten people. I think you've been exposed on that, and you may start by expressing your regrets about what you were trying to do in the run-up to the elections. On Constitution Day, that is the least we should do. Americai, Pankaj?
Okay. See, Constitution is for celebration, and we all must take pride in celebrating 75th anniversary of the Constitution. Without faith in the constitutional principles of equality, fraternity, and justice, celebrations have no meaning. You can't strangle Constitution daily. and pretend to nurture it as well. See, the fundamental question is that when the ruling dispensation is demolishing the very spirit of the Constitution every other day, do they really have any right to celebrate the 75th anniversary of our pious Constitution with having so much profane ill will, hatred, revenge within themselves? Government is intentionally trying to make parliamentary forum irrelevant for the last many years. There has been a general decline in the number of sitting days
on a continuous basis. And then you are spreading hatred and violence. And then you talk of constitution.
Let me complete. Lok Sabha passes
when you are losing elections on a constant basis,
without discussion,
state after state, and then you start spreading hatred and violence like what you did in Sambhal. And then you say why we should celebrate Constitution Day. Pankaj Sharma, listen and give answer properly.
See, between 2009,
Listen
Ajay
and give
Alok
the answers properly. Don't beat around the bush.
1%
Don't beat around the bush. It's 7 months. No constitution has been changed. No reservation has been altered. Rather, we talk about strengthening and empowering those pichhda and Dalits, which you hate. What you Rahul Gandhi displayed today. Now I'll show you a tweet of Elon Musk. This goes for Rahul Gandhi. See,
what are you showing here? 1 minute. Pankaj, Ajay is showing something to you. What are you showing, Ajay? What are you showing? What are you showing? Explain it. I can't see it very clearly. What is
there is a tweet by Elon Musk today. In the first caption, he says, hard to swallow pills. Hard to swallow pills. And in the second caption, he says, your mental illness is not my new reality.
Now, Elon
Musk
has become the
variant. And it will increase. This frustration will increase. This mental illness and frustration will keep on increasing. Let the Delhi poll go, let the Bihar poll go, it will keep on increasing. The point is here is we will have to spend extra for opening new mental asylum in Maharashtra and in the country whole way because the kind of frustration you are getting into. Not respecting the constitution, not respecting the chair, not respecting anyone. But a single person obsession is driving the whole opposition and Congress crazy.
And on the entry of outsiders.
The obsession of Rahul Gandhi is driving you all crazy. You are not doing anything constructive. You cannot win an election. You don't have the confidence of the people and then you talk of constitution. Oh, yes, it was. Why it was not celebrated before 2015? Can you tell me?
75th anniversary.
When the Constitution came, it was always Nehru.
This year.
Why B.R. Ambedkar was not facilitated with Bharat Ratna for 40 years? What took Nehru, Indira, Rajiv and all? Bharat Ratna to Baba Saheb Ambedkar? Can you tell me? Why there was no place in the parliament? Why there was no place in the parliament for the picture of Baba Saheb Ambedkar?
25th of November in Samvidhan Sabha, you know it said
disrespecting the Dalits of this country,
Congress party,
all the fundamental 65 years, everything.
I think Pankaj, if I can debate with you, you know, you don't want a detailed debate on constitution, you can tell us, but I would like one. I accuse the Congress party of conspiring to try and destroy the constitution. Leading the attempt to destroy the constitution and to overturn the constitution, Americai V Narayanan, is the 39th amendment to the Indian Constitution. Allow me to complete. The 39th amendment to the Indian Constitution, 1975, nullifying the verdict of the Allahabad High Court that found Indira Gandhi guilty of corruption and corrupt electoral practices. Pushed through in both the houses of parliament and state assemblies to stop the courts from entertaining election petitions against Indira Gandhi. So Rahul Gandhi's grandmother and the whole Congress party machinery tried to destroy the constitution. There is no doubt about that. You also tried to change the basic structure of the constitution by bringing in the words secular and socialist. In the middle of the emergency, 1976, you have an internal emergency, the whole opposition is in jail, Americai. And you bring in the words secular and socialist. So you change the basic structure of the constitution. This is not the constitution that B.R. Ambedkar gave us, the founding fathers and mothers of the constitution gave us. This is a constitution of the Congress government.
Can I come in?
No, no.
Court has made it clear.
I request my fellow panelists not to interfere because I don't interfere on the top. Number one, it is RSS which opposed the Constitution at the time when the Constitution was passed. Let's be very clear about that.
No, we are not clear about that.
No, please.
We are not clear about that. You will have to tell me a quote. You will have to tell me an individual. You can't say something, attempt to say it authoritatively, and think that on my program I will let you get away with it. I can't allow that. No, Americai, you have to. Americai, when you say let us be clear about it, who?
But this is not democracy.
No, but this is democracy where I'm asking you. I'm asking you to elaborate. I'm asking you to give me an example.
How long the question? The answer has to be bigger than the question. And
No, but you told me that the RSS blocked the Constitution. Which RSS person and how?
Know that you are interrupting because
No, because you don't know what you're talking about.
No, let me finish.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Which RSS person opposed the Constitution?
You have all the time to.
No, name the person. Who are you quoting?
Second point, in 2015 is when we have started.
30th November 1949
this Constitution Day.
The Constitution was adopted, RSS was banned.
Can I? Okay.
How can we oppose? How can the RSS oppose? Just let me know. There I bust you.
Okay, I'll keep quiet.
1949, when the Constitution was adopted, and my dear friend, go through the history. How was the Constitution? When? Where? In which of the Constituent Assembly debate RSS people opposed?
November,
Give me one instance.
30th November.
Don't speak. Don't spread.
1949. They did say that.
That's what habitual.
Let's just go to the next point. You can rebut me.
You are all taking a cue for him only.
You talk with points. Don't keep interrupting, please. Second, in 2015,
I'm giving you, presenting you with the facts. You counter me.
I yield the floor to you if you talk. Can I? 2015.
You don't have anything to talk. Other than
Unfortunately, I'm not. If you if you finish up, I'll talk. In 2015.
Collaborate nicely and put it into words and then come.
Can I talk?
Collaborate your thoughts, put it into words, then you will be able to cook story.
I think that's. Please let me finish up. In 2015, they have started celebrating it. It is like Satan quoting the Bible, because those people who violate Constitution consistently, the principles of Constitution in terms of fraternity and equality. See, if liberty is the only thing.
This is like some bacha conversation, some childish essay, fraternity, equality, liberty, this, that. This is not a class 2 conversation. Please speak like a grown-up man. You're speaking like a child.
Uninterrupted time.
I'm asking you, let's have a proper discussion. Pankaj, no, liberty, equality, secularism, 5 words you learnt in class 4, you're repeating it now. Please don't speak like a child. I thought you're a political analyst. My question to you is, that is removing, Pankaj is removing 50% cap on reservations. Is removing 50% cap on reservations
let me finish up
within the ambit of the Constitution.
If you only want to talk,
Pankaj,
there's no reason why I need to be
Pankaj,
here. Give me 2 minutes.
No, you are not prepared, sir. You don't know, sir. I can give you 20 minutes.
Okay, then why you call me? I'll get out. No problem. You invited me.
But you must give a proper argument.
I am. But you won't let me. Because
but you're not being able to.
Let's go to the point. Let's get to the point. If you do not have equality and you have only liberty, then what is happening is the crony capitalism that you are happening. This democracy.
This is class 2 level conversation, sir.
This is the democracy.
Class 2, liberty, equality, fraternity, secularism. 5 words you people memorize and you repeat it. It's not a proper, academically well-researched argument. My point is the 24th Amendment. No, I'm not listening to you now. The 24th Amendment of 1971 was passed to nullify the Supreme Court's decision in the Gokulnath case. The Gokulnath case said, volume down Pankaj, the Gokulnath case said that Parliament cannot amend the fundamental rights of citizens. The Congress government brought in an amendment in 1971 to nullify the Supreme Court's decision that Parliament cannot remove fundamental rights. So Congress party wanted to remove fundamental rights of people. Is that for the Constitution or against? Or will you tell me, because Pankaj, please give me a specific answer here. Let me see if you can. Golaknath case.
No fundamental right was removed. No fundamental right was removed. And recently, Supreme Court has, made it clear Parliament has a right to include the words.
No, but Rahul Gandhi's grandmother wanted to change the basic structure of the Constitution by bringing in the 24th Amendment. Am I saying the right or the wrong thing? Why don't you admit it? She was anti-democracy.
It's wrong. Congress itself accepted that emergency is an
This is
aberration.
not emergency. Please get your history right, America. I'm talking about 1971. Yes.
All I am telling you is Supreme Court today has agreed on the word secularism and social justice. You think you are better than the Supreme Court? That's the question. They said socialism is a welfare state and secularism is not irreligion, but equal rights to all the religion.
So why now, after so many years, there is no petition, so the
Can't hear.
dismissed.
Having some bad audio
Other than
trouble
that,
here.
there is no judgment.
Okay.
Again, your facts are wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, little bad audio there. I'm moving to my next story out there. Americai and Pankaj and Ajay Alok, thanks very much. Sorry for the bad audio links. The big story is about Pakistan next, which is on the brink.